Hey fam. Pre-poll evening checkout. I've check in. I've just had my dinner. Just the leftover baked beans on a muffin. So yay, 3 meals at roughly the relatively like the time you're supposed to have them. So tick that box for myself. Um, Treated my client, which was good. Um, Yeah. Sorry, mental blank. Yeah. I was a little apprehensive about this client. He is someone that I'm familiar with, I would say. Like, I mean, so he's a pagan. And so I've known him for, easily about 5 years since I've been in the public pagan scene. And so we were Facebook friends, and he had the day off and thought he'd come up this way. So, yeah, so he popped in for a massage, and he spoke about, he's like, oh, it's great to be able to get a massage from someone who knows how to work with energies. And I was just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, don't book in for a relaxation massage. If you want me to work with your energies, book in for Reiki if you want that. Like this one time I had this woman book in for like a 90-minute massage, and she didn't yell at me, but she snapped at me for like not pulling her fingers and toes hard enough to release all the energy from it. And I'm like, that's because you booked in for a relaxation massage, bitch. So I'm just giving you a relaxation massage. I'm not going to work with any of your energy. And she like left me in the grossest feeling for the rest of the day. Even Erica can say, I'm pretty sure she wanted to just drop all of that, blah that she was carrying, and then it was just left in the house. But anyway, so yeah, that client was good. I had a really, really good interaction with him, which was great. And I guess in that distraction, my mind's come off of my lower abdomen. And so I am leaning more towards that feeling being definitely tied in with feelings of self-doubt and anything like that. Because when I start to feel like I know my shit, it goes away again. So yeah, I would dare say it's more of an energy block than anything else. I've also been having some really quality chats with Kelly, just breaking down the whole bill thing, and under her advice, but I think I knew it to begin with anyway, is I need to cut things off there. It's it's all well and good if it was just fun and games, but it feels like he's getting something out of it, and I'm just left feeling really insecure. And regardless of whether or not we are a couple or whatever, we're still, having relations. And I don't know, I guess I thought that I should be grateful that he gave me attention on Monday because I asked for it. But yeah, he's got his own shit and it's fucking me up. So I'm not... Kelly said that I need to message him and just break it off and then delete his number. As soon as she said that, I felt a lot of resistance come up, and a lot of that resistance came from the fact that I don't think that I could actually follow through if I was like, this has been great, but, I think, I think this isn't really working out. So yeah, and that I would feel really empowered if I'm the one to, give it a definitive end date rather than letting it just sort of fizzle and not really know. Yeah, she was like, how do you see it ending? I'm like, with a fizzle rather than a bang, but me sending this definitive ending will definitely be like bang. And then of course I doubt my ability to follow through with it, because even when I'm trying to cut other people out of my life, I still keep talking to them. So yeah, and I said to her, look, I'm not going to initiate any conversation with him, but I am going to hold on to his number for a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, I will go and get tested. And And so I guess it's just my civil responsibility to make sure that, yeah, if it comes back with anything positive, that, you know, I've got to wait to let him know. I mean, he's Facebook friends with Leica, not May. So, I mean, I put that step in place because I didn't know if he was someone that I could trust. And if things went well, then I was going to be like, hey, this is my real Facebook. So, yeah, it is what it is. And then I've also heard from Bill, who's the president of the Avoca Football Club, and that, yeah, my future with them is got a question mark, whether or not I go back there next year from their end as well. So when I went to advocate for myself at the committee meeting, and that, you know, and the committee did talk about like how much money that they spend on tape, and like I said, you know, I want to be here and I want to help with prehab and maintenance and stuff with the players so that there's less reliance on tape, because I don't think they're doing themselves any favors in the long run. I'm happy to strap them for the entire season, but if they want that, then I want a physio letter saying they have this injury that requires this much, you know, care ongoing. Because as far as I'm concerned, I've got a dislocated fucking shoulder as well, and I mean, I haven't done all of my rehab, but I am looking after it and I am managing my injury so that I don't have to, every time I go to the studio, I need to get my fucking shoulder strapped up. Because I can't strap my shoulder for a comp, you know, unless I'm going to have a costume covering the whole thing, because it takes away, you actually get marked down for it. I know at Lexton, I mean, I'm sorry to get onto this side topic, but at Lexton, players that needed their shoulders strapped wouldn't want it because they knew it meant them that they were a moving target, and people would be trying to tackle you because they knew you had an injury, and they, you know, could make it worse, and, you know, you could be down a player for the rest of the game, which is like a fucking fucked mentality. But then even Bill said, you know, would you not be better off being somewhere more professional? You know, that will appreciate your feedback. And I'm like, well, yes, but I guess the other side of that is that when you are working with professionals, they are paying so much to the players that the trainer role becomes more of a volunteer position, and you're really relying on the players for referrals during the week around that. And so it doesn't end up really being worth it. And my concern then as well is if they acknowledge my professionalism and then I exit and they get just any old trainer to come in that will just rub whatever or strap whatever the players want done, then they're not getting the professional care that they actually need. Whereas if I am still around the club, I can still be popping out bits of information. This is why ice baths are good. This is why I won't strap you all the time. This is, you know, and things like that. They will still have access to that kind of information. Whereas I don't feel like, you know, and I was at least able to say that, but it was really disheartening to hear that a lot of players have said that if they need to get medical, like, proof that they require strapping for the whole year, that they're just not going to bother coming to play at all. And then that's where the club is having this difficulty. And so I guess because that feels like another like indirect fucking rejection, even though I've already talked about it, and that, you know, me not going back there might be the universe's grand plan to keep me having free space to focus on Fox therapies or to focus on my personal goals of doing amateur comps again. I don't fucking know. But it still hurts. And now I've started exhibiting drug-seeking behavior again. I've messaged the contact that I won't disclose for his safety. And he doesn't have anything until Monday. So he said he's happy to help me out then. And I'm honestly, you know, sitting here, obviously going, I just need it for tonight. I'm hoping I won't need it Monday. So, yeah. I've called Alex and left a voice message. And we'll just see what happens from there. And so that's why I wanted to jump on and do this video and just be really honest and say, yeah, got a lot kind of coming at me right now, and I'm managing, but I don't feel confident managing myself in a new way, you know? I know how to cope. I know I have unhelpful coping strategies, mechanisms, whatever you want. Like, you know, smoking pot is not a helpful coping strategy, but it is the most effective and the most useful one that I know, and it's the most predictable one that I know, because it is the one that I have used for the last few years. So it's where I'm really, really stuck right now. Anyway, I don't have time. I'm like looking forward to sweating and getting my ass kicked in pole like I always do, because I need it. So yeah, I'm gonna jump off this, upload it, and I'll check back with you guys in a couple of hours when I come back from the studio. Okay, bye.